It's going to be a fun one. Shopify finding themselves in familiar territory. They continually find themselves in the winners bracket finals, but they have also continually lost the winners bracket finals and then also lost in the lower bracket finals. Can they break the curse this time and finally get first or second? Because so far, teams like FaZe, Optic, and SSG have given them trouble in these high pressure moments.
Frosty, no trouble taking down Mental despite the nifty strafe, and now Frosty has the snipe. FaZe Clan have a team wipe and the opening break win on this hill.
Frosty's been back in form. By the way, no deaths yet on the side of FaZe Clan. Every player with 1 kill. And when Frosty's got the sniper, he looks to add to that stat sheet. He does get spotted out by Suppress. Suppress does a good job to keep him to 1 shot. That's going to take him out of the equation. Might open a little bit of time and space for teammates to push up. Frosty ultimately does not get taken down. He's actually going to reroute, go to this side of the map because he sensed that a member of Shopify would be pushing from the snipe side. His Spidey senses were correct. He's going to somehow survive completely rotating to the other side of the map.
Frosty works his way from A to Z, flipping the map in half with his positioning, and the shock still in his hands now, taking positioning on the window. There's no way Rebellion expect that rotation from Frosty. You can see by the body language from Cycle, they did not. Mental just now picks up on it. Finally takes him down. 1 shot left in the shock rifle, but not before FaZe get out to an early jump lead on hill number 1.
Oh, Royal 2 sliding with perfect timing there to find Suppress back. Suppress will go back to the respawn screen. Think about what he has done. And Royal 2, is it not just his positioning seems perfect? How often is he killing someone that is not even looking at him? Finally, he has a target looking at him. Mental making himself a difficult target, but doesn't matter. Frosty's there to keep him alive, as he has been for the past 10 years. These guys have been teaming together. And Royal 2 kind of looking like he's doing whatever he wants.
Oh, but not until Cycle changes the tone of that gunfight. Snakebite down to 1 HP on the silo, jumps up. Oh my god, and with the high ground, Renegade helps him out, sure, but survivability from Snakebite there was strong. A spawn in A, though, gives Suppress the backside of Snakebite for free as he cleans up on him, but it's FaZe Clan cleaning up on hill number 1.
Huge first hill grab from FaZe, and they look to be in good position to aggress into the yard side. 2 dead now on the side of Shopify. Snakebite and Frosty going to face no pressure as they arrive. Trying to push Soul Snipe out of the equation, and they do a fantastic job. Momentarily 3 dead. Suppressed was the first spawner of Rebellion. Seeing what kind of time and space he can open for his teammates that are coming out spawn. If he can get this kill on Frosty, would have been a big deal, but he gets taken down. Cycle will clean it up, but I don't know if Shopify are in position to make a solid push here.
Frosty, with the communication, alerts his teammates to the push from Cycle on A, and he's dead to rights, man. Royal 2 has shots on him. Renegade has shots on him. Renegade does go down, but Royal 2 eventually cleans up on it, but it's more cleaning up happening for Mental, who earns the double kill. And this could be Shopify's chance to get back in this one. Still plenty of time left in regulation, but FaZe have exhibited almost full control of the map so far. This is Rebellion's best look at a hill early on.
This is typically one you can lock down. How does FaZe approach it, though? Frosty with very important positioning on that tram side. Looks like 2 other of his teammates are finding kills on the other side of the map. So now FaZe coming in from all angles, on the ledge, through the flower door, through the tram side. Nice no scope from Mental, but looks like FaZe should be able to secure this hill.
Snakebite, final seconds needed. He gets it. Doesn't get the win on Suppress, but hey, you'd take the hill over the slay there. So Snakebite will head back to the respawn screen. So too will Frosty. That opens up some time and space for Cycle to earn the camo, Rebellion to earn early rotation to next. Haven't turned into time quite yet, with Renegade peering ever so precariously over the hill. Now, after the slay onto Renegade, Cycle feels content to cap it. And with camo in the hill, no, I guess even with that indication, FaZe don't know he's in it.
Yeah, that was a little bit strange from Frosty there. Had his eyes, maybe knew that he was likely to die, but there was a 1-shot player he could have finished. Soul Snipe did go down shortly after, so while Frosty looked to be a little bit silly in that moment, I think he was doing that for good reason.
Little picture-in-picture there. We had Sen taking on SSG. That's a scary series, I'd argue, for both teams. For Sen having to play SSG, and then even for SSG having to play a Sen that has a chip on their shoulder. Eyes back on our main broadcast here, though. Winter final between Shopify Rebellion and FaZe Clan, as FaZe have gone up 2-0 early in the series, but this is Rebellion's best chance to come back, make it a 1-point game. And Eli, the swing is so consequential. This is a must-win for Rebellion. 3-0. It's a completely different complexion than 2-1. 3 swings, 3 scores needed to tie it versus 1. That's a triple X up on the difference. You don't have to be good at math to know how huge this hill is for Rebellion.
And while comebacks are possible on maps like Live Fire and Recharge, the 3-0 lead is one that I don't know if I've ever seen it happen on, like where somebody comes back and gets 4 straight on this map. There's usually just not enough time. Yeah, Live Fire, it's definitely possible, but on this map, no. There's usually just not enough time left on the clock for it to even be possible. So you're exactly right. Shopify need this hill. This is a must hill get on their side. They'd lose 2 players though. Frosty is facing some heavy pressure. The last 2 players alive for Shopify do earn themselves control of the snipe side of the map as the shock rifle's coming up. Snakebite though, with a great rotation, he's going to shut that down and make life difficult for the remaining members of Shopify.
Snakebite staying alive, drawing attention, and now drawing the shock rifle to his foresight, but he goes down. Camo up as well. Roll 2 tries to grab it, but he does not, and it did not get burned. So Camo available on the trucks. Big win there for Renegade, who stays alive. But who got the camo? Who got the shock? Shopify need one of the 2, and they need to make it 1-2 here in this game, which they do. Massive now with 1:47 left on the clock. Rebellion are right back in it.
Right back in it indeed. Now this is starting to remind me of the very first game of the winners finals at London was between these 2 teams. And if you'll recall, that was when Shopify came out hot. They were absolutely dominating. And then FaZe, I guess, had a lag out or a controller issue. There was a reset.
Audio issue.
Yeah, audio issue. That's what it was. And I feel like Shopify must have gone back to study that tape, because when the reset happened, the match looked entirely different. It was all FaZe the entire time. So Shopify maybe making some corrections here. They're looking a lot better this time around.
Yeah, you're right. This is a mirror matchup from London's winter final, and it very well could be in 1 week live from Seattle as we hop on board here with Royal 2. 2 players between Soul Snipe and Mental that can't push through because of that frag toss there from Royal 2. Got the high side positioning, drops onto Mental, but the Soul Snipe bait and switch is way too strong. Perfectly played help and teamwork there from Rebellion. Keep them close and keep them in it. 60 seconds left on the clock, tied on this hill. Can Rebellion tie up this match though?
Soul Snipe just putting his body on the line to open some space for Suppress to get some hill time and rotate through. They will win that fight ultimately because of the opening that Soul Snipe created there. And suddenly Shopify have a lot of control. Royal 2 just content to chill here on the poster side. Wait for squad to show up. New camo's coming up as well. So, you know, FaZe want to use that to earn this hill. Only a minute left in regulation. Shopify need to cap this hill, force an overtime.
Oh, Soul Snipe with a massive slay. The last Spartan standing gives Shopify spawns on the A side. Now he goes down, but with that life, with that slay, gives them good spawns close up, whether they spawn back A or in Cafe. They've got the best line of sight to it, as it looks like it's Cafe spawns. I saw 1 back A spawn for Rebellion, so a little split and mixed after Soul Snipe did eventually go down. 75% on the board to FaZe's 25%, but there's only 25 seconds left in the game. 3 in total go down for Rebellion. FaZe Clan looking to just hold the line in the final 15.
Wow, Shopify sent so many resources for this camo fight, and FaZe are totally fine with the camo fight taking as long as it did. They've burned so much time off the clock. There's only 10 seconds left. Shopify does find their way into the hill, but Renegade gonna wisely rotate through the high side. Finds Cycle, but he probably needed to just go straight for a hill. They're able to secure it with just 10 seconds left on the clock.
I can't. FaZe had all the win conditions. They had the whole sandbox. They had the positioning advantage, and Shopify still find a way to sneak through and send us to sudden death.
Oh my God, the ice on Shopify. They lose the first 2, win the next 2 to force the overtime, gave themselves a chance. It is FaZe striking early with the early hill time. Royal 2 finding the back of 2 players in the hotel side, gets 2 before trading out. Snakebite just towering over the hill with the shock rifle. Let's see if they can cut down both Cycle and Mental on the other side.
Was Renegade too cautious with that camo? He seemed to be playing for intel at a time where he just needed a couple more slays. Nonetheless,
yeah,
your thoughts, Eli?
I said wisely as he rotated, then I thought about it for a second. I was like, that actually was not very wise. He needed to go straight for the hill. That was that's not what he needed in that moment.
He could have dropped to the driveway and then just gotten some shots. Didn't even probably need a slay. Just needed a couple shots into the hill. That was, man. And nonetheless, FaZe Clan have regained their form. Maybe a mistake there from Renegade, but he's finding the answers here in sudden death. Next point wins. Snakebite in the point for now, looking to seal the deal and make that misplay from FaZe a long forgotten memory. 1 second needed as Royal 2 is the last player standing. Shopify Rebellion dive bomb the hill and have a chance. It's only going to be 1, maybe 2 pushes up the map for FaZe Clan. Rebellion might steal it.
Camo expires. Cycle still confidently sitting atop his perch in this hill. Has some great shots on Frosty. Snakebite should know this player is weak and will push through. Nice grenade damage. They know that they should have kept him to 1 shot. They're going to force their way in, but Cycle can't do anything but stay alive. He's somehow getting kills from this position and assist. Royal 2 needs 1 second. He gets it.
FaZe Clan get it. FaZe Clan find a way. Oh my God, the cheeks were clenched. But FaZe clutches up ultimately in the end and win game 1. My God, these matches today have been absolutely nuts.
That was insane. I was having flashbacks to, I think it was SSG versus FaZe in the same exact situation on the same hill in sudden death. Eco somehow kills 4 players while 1 shot. I thought Cycle was about to do the same thing, but FaZe must have learned from their mistakes in that SSG series, and they methodically forced their way in with the grenade chip damage to keep Cycle 1 shot so they could keep advancing forward. If Cycle got his shields back there, I'm pretty sure they win the game. So what an insane end to that one.
Man, as if that game wasn't enough, we've got 3 on your screen right now. Optic 1-0, that's expected. But it's Sentinels. That's unexpected. Up 1-0 over SSG. But like we talked about with Hunter JJX, I miss you, Boo. Can't wait for you to come on the broadcast. Sentinels, they can be up in a match. Sentinels, they can be up in a series. But more often than not, in recent history and even all throughout this season, they don't ice up in the end. They don't take advantage of their advantage state. So, up 1-0. Can Sentinels finally close the door on a team like SSG? Right now, they're doing just that. Up big in a Game 2 Slayer.
Sentinels want to correct the mistakes from yesterday. They've got to stay locked in throughout the series, though, like you said, and it's going to be difficult against a team like Space Station with their backs against the wall. They're looking good so far, though. We'll keep an eye on all the action going on for you guys, but for now, back to our winners finals feature matchup. Game 2, Live Fire Slayer. This one's going to get exciting.
Here we go. Snakebite. Grenade toss through the middle of the map, trying to catch some damage onto Suppressed and Mental, but they make it away with their lives. And that snipe, 2-2 off the start, but Mental as the snipe at the snipe tower, looking to do some work, prevent the camo grab here for FaZe. That's bait. Don't go for it.
Get that little song and dance over there, trying to dodge the shots from Billy Mental. And the perfectly timed teleport. I don't know if he realized there's a sniper aiming at him. Snakebite slides into a clothesline. Mental deletes it from the map, and this camo's still sitting there. So many people started going for it. Earlier, we saw multiple members of FaZe going for it, and the timing is just not there for Mental. These players have come off spawn, and FaZe look to be hyper aggressive to earn that camo for themselves.
God, Rebellion had every reason and resource to prevent FaZe Clan from grabbing the camo, but it's Renegade who ended the previous game with it. Now has it once again, looking to make a more efficient play with it, pushing through. Garage door tied in that series. I believe I saw from the chat a spectacular, no less, for Into the Breach in a Game 2 Slayer. Man, oh man, Eli, if the World Championship is half as nuts as the Halo warm-up World Championship has been presented by Complexity, we are in store for the best Halo of our lives. Back on board here with our winner final. Royal 2 pushing up on the backside of B. FaZe up 4, make it 5, and now 6 after a lot of damage comes through on the backside of B. Suppressed in a difficult spot on the nest. Frag tosses and spike grenades might just come his way.
Man, ITB feeling like a dark horse, man. I mean, they've taken so many of these top teams to Game 5s. They can just get better at those Slayers and ice up when it matters. The team would literally be in the winners finals. They took Shopify to Game 5 yesterday. The only team that really put up a good fight against them. And ITB peaking at the right time. I'm so excited to see what they can do at the World Championship.
Can't wait. Can't wait for the rest of this day. It's been nuts so far. N17 here as FaZe Clan have built on their advantage in this series, coming back to win game 1 and now starting game 2 strong as Frosty moves through with a snake bite. Who's got the QT, can back out. He goes down to 1 shot. Wisely, proactively does so as he now works his way right back into A. This is a good time to QT once again, but he has no more of it. Unfortunate with the timing. That resource dwindles, and so too does his life.
Royal 2 being a sneaky beaver, bottom mid. Looks like he might have been waiting for the repulse, but timing isn't there. Looks like that member of Shopify able to grab it, reposition to top center. It's going to be Frosty, though, in the vent system, waiting for the sniper. He's going to grab it. He's been spotted, though, and probably going to get chased down.
Frosty. Oh, man. I'm looking at the kit in the bottom right of my screen. Now I intently focus my sight to the middle because this is when he hops off with the combo. Oh, like shooting clay pigeons, takes down 1, aggressively pushes on to suppress, but goes down, and that's huge because Frosty more often than not turns that into a killing spree. He only gets 1 though, and the lead is dwindled. Rebellion now only down 2 with the snipe in suppress hands.
Huge shutdown. Another shutdown. It was not even a half second after Renegade's on his screen that his face is deleted from existence. The reaction time out of suppress showing why he has been the HCS main slayer at the top of the leaderboard. This guy is insane.
21 all. Rebellion have clawed their way back in the midway mark of this match, just about. As suppressed, still has 3 shots left to work with. Mental doesn't need any help as he takes down Royal 2. But he does shortly after. A snake bite cleans up on that damage, and the flank is so strong there. Great play there from Royal 2 and Renegade. And Renegade turns a great play into 2 and cleans up on him though. 24-25. Still no clear victor yet in this game 2. A crucial one. The difference between a 1-1 tie and an 0-2 series lead for FaZe Clan could be massive. More no scopes coming through on your screen. A soul snipe triple kill. Yes, it comes through after snake bite challenges. And Soul Snipe is going to push up on those spawns. No overkill in sight. He wants to make sure now that he doesn't overheat.
Actually ended up getting split spawns. I don't think Soul Snipe was ready for that. Knew the first set of spawners, or the first spawner period, was Royal 2 and A, but the rest of FaZe spawned behind them at the seaside. A little bit advantageous, but I think also opened up by FaZe themselves after securing those kills on that side. That spawn, highly advantageous, but we got a 30 kill game here. 1 kill lead for FaZe Clan, and it camo's up. If they can secure this, they might just turn it into more.
This is spiraling towards a 50-49, 50-48 type of finish here, as neither team has really been able to run away with it. We saw FaZe Clan up by 6, but that was before the halfway mark, and we all know players officially, unofficially start into the 30s. FaZe Clan up by 2 in that scenario, though, as Cycle takes his sights on the backside of Mud, spots a snake bite. Mental could drop here with that plasma pistol. Calls for help and support, though. Expects the push, expects the chase, charges up the plasma pistol, waiting for that push to come, but it comes from the backside. Frosty finds the trade, and 3 go down. That's talk about a trade win condition. FaZe Clan find a +3 out of it, and now they're up 5 again.
FaZe just need to hold the line. They need to trade out until the finish line here. Shopify need to play in a way that keep themselves alive as they win the fights. New snipers coming up right now, though. All attention to that. Renegade just walking this player down, forces the trade to open up some space for his team to move up, but Suppress sees an opening of his own. He's going to be one to grab the sniper. Thought about dropping into the vent, but decided to stay up and get stuck by Royal 2. I swear this man gets more sticky kills than anyone that I ever see.
That's probably Royal 2 and Rhynoob if they had to go toe-to-toe with the stickies in a 1v1. As Royal 2, pretty good with the snipe as well. Doesn't land the no-scope, doesn't stay alive despite the QT as it trades hands into Cycle's favor, but you can see him actually working his way off the map, but like an oddball that doesn't quite get into the drink. The sniper stays on the map as well, and we saw what that fork in the road looks like when Lucid grabbed it against Rebellion. What can Renegade do with it here? Has it? Oh, no scope lands on the Soul Snipe. My God, even when they go down, the play is still phenomenal.
That was gross. Looks like it's only a matter of time before FaZe close this one out with an 11 kill deficit when FaZe only need 2. I can't see any version of reality where they win this. Yes, that will do it. And by the way, Sin won game 2 against SSG and are now up 2-0 in that series. If you'll recall, in London, that's when Boo Boo Doo sent out the force choke, and then things kind of flipped on its head after that. So we'll have to see and keep an eye on that series. But for now, FaZe looking in familiar form before the World Championship. These guys always turn up their heat.
Spam your force choke emotes in the LBT Halo chat as Sentinels go up 2-0 in the opposite side of the bracket. In this one, though, our main match, FaZe Clan in the winter final take a convincing lead on Rebellion. Still tied 1-1 in the series between Optic and Into the Breach. Let's head there for more action. Optic answering back after a game 2 loss, up 2-0, and with 2 minutes left on the clock, a lot like that Solitude King of the Hill. This is a must-win right here for Into the Breach, but they're down big on Hill 3.
Enemy team took the hill.
Not only that, but it's only 2 minutes left on the clock as well. When this hill moves over to the seaside on C Plat, that's a very hard hill to capture. I think Optic very content to continue burning time off the clock before they finish this cap, similar to what we saw Ryan do yesterday.
Oh!
And that was a nice noob combo kill from Lucid, and Jiggle Peak is insane, almost turns a third player there. But now Formal content to go ahead and cap this and drop the sniper for his teammate, which is not something you see often, but he dropped it for Trippy, who might have camo here. Yes, he does.
Lucid with the pixel perfect noob combo. Love seeing that 20 years later. We got the 20-year anniversary of Halo 2 coming up in just a couple weeks. Seeing plays of the past, it felt like, from the Season 1 MVP as Optic take a 3-0 lead in this Game 3. And with 140 left on the clock, I don't know if there's much that Into the Breach can do to win this one.
They have earned themselves the right to a Game 4, though, with that Game 2 Slayer victory. This one certainly feels a bit insurmountable at the time. Looks like Optic content to go ahead and sit in the hill for as long as it's safe to do so, but don't expect them to be very pressed to stay in it for the entire time.
Eyes on this Sentinels and SSG matchup where both are in contention to take this Whitehall Hill. It looks like Sentinels have the advantage, but it is tight. Lethal needs to hold the line. He does trade out with Legend.
Wow.
4 go down. Falcon in an apocalyptic wasteland is going to score the next hill and make it a 1-1 tie.
Sentinels would love to close this out right here. SSG back against the wall. They have to start the comeback. They are known to be in this position and make it happen at an insanely high frequency. I think that teams being up 2-0 against Space Station are actually still more likely to lose the series. These guys are so icy when it matters, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Sentinel's looking to be playing with some different energy today.
Yeah, it feels like a confidence boost. Could turn into a nitrous boost for Sentinels as they are just 1 millimeter away from causing some upsets that really shouldn't even feel like an upset with how goated their roster is. Back on board with your main matchup of the moment, your winter final between Shopify and FaZe Clan. FaZe up 2-0 in the series, and now up early in the Oddball.
Oh, Royal 2 somehow lands a shot with his last few frames of life. Snakebite's gonna protect his Oddball player. Renegade, happy to have PJ as his bodyguard. I can't think of a better bodyguard in a game of Halo than PJ himself. So they get 3 dead for Shopify and should be just fine to rotate this ball. I think Renegade now going to take it to the C side of the map. They're going to allow Shopify to spawn at A and then take the angles to stop them from crossing the map.
Cycle now. Oh, great chase grenade. Doesn't even need it. Hits the headshot onto Frosty. On ball time still in favor of FaZe Clan. So, Eli, when you're seeing slays come through for the other team, but oddball time for the opposite, that's the name of the game. That is objective efficiency, and that's been FaZe's struggle point throughout this season since they formed as a team of 4. So nice to see that little sequence there from FaZe that gives them a 38-0 lead here in a closeout game 3.
How often do we see Renegade with 0 kills and the most ball time? It's got to be
Someone's got to grab it,
rare.
though.
He finally gets on the board, and I think you're right. Yeah, they're recognizing, okay, we've been losing because we're not objective efficient. Renegade's like, yes, I'm tired of this, bro. I'll just grab the ball. You guys can do whatever you want. But I'm going to get the ball.
Who cares about the Halopedia KD? They want rings. They want another one.
I respect it. Renegade recognizing the weakness in their game and correcting it on the fly. They're looking very good in this Oddball. Already up 43-0. It looks like Suppressed with the camo might try to change the storyline here.
Suppressed. He's a game changer in his own right, and keeps Mental alive, but not for long. Snakebite with the grenade toss from the top side of A. 47 and rolling. This is such a good sign for FaZe Clan. This is arguably the most objectively efficient we've ever seen them, and I know it's still not a full game as Suppressed takes a plasma pistol to the face despite the camo. That was done without any aim assist, just simply leading his shot was the member of FaZe. Can they clean him up, though? Yes, they do. FaZe Clan have turned it on to another level. I know Soulsnipe just got a double kill. It might just be a triple kill. But, man, I am impressed with what the eye test is telling me about this FaZe Clan roster.
Talk about eye test. Someone check Royal 2's eyeballs because that man just spotted full camo and hit a projectile
with no aim
plasma
assist.
pistol shot with 0 aim assist. That man was just standing still waiting to see the distortion walk in front of him and landed it. And Suppressed had to be real confused about that one.
Ball dropped.
Confused probably just in this series overall. They've been in a blender, you could make the case for. Frosty. Look at this play here. Could have taken the high side positioning on bat ledge. Drops to earn some spawns here, likely, across the map. So split spawns here, but hey, you can turn this into a pinch. Renegade does go down, though, so it's going to make it even more difficult for FaZe to accomplish that task. Frosty wins a crucial piv, and he's just probably going to hang out here at the bat ledge. Now you might get the A spawn. After they spawned on the C side, they're still getting C spawns. That's because Mental is occupying the space behind them, so Mental's going to earn more A spawns for Rebellion. All the while, Frosty just won't die. He keeps making plays, keeps staying alive, but eventually goes down. And now Mental has the shock, has a double kill. Great jump shot there for the perfect 3 beam to the face of 3. Renegade goes down once again, and now Rebellion have a little bit of life in this game 3.
Wow. That was an insane sequence there. Mental trying to change the storyline, almost lands a headshot onto Royal 2. But Shopify have a good hold here. They're also forcing FaZe to spawn in A. Should be able to watch the cross here from this top gold positioning, but Mental's getting chased down. Great escape route, somehow staying alive. Chase grade does not connect. And now, as long as they can land a couple slays here, this ball time could get out of hand for FaZe.
The other series, keeping you guys updated on all the action. Space Station tie it up at 2-2 with 2 minutes left on the clock. We'll make sure you guys don't miss the end of that. So we switch gears back into our main matchup. Winter final between FaZe and Rebellion, 41-48. So despite a 48 uncontested start for FaZe Clan, Rebellion have gotten right back in the fight. Mental looking to stay alive. Bottom gold, Royal 2 1v1, stays alive on the trippy box, but gets cleaned up by Suppressed. And this is crucial with the Oddball just being reset. Gold control going to be the name of the game for the next 30 seconds.
Enemy has the ball.
Shopify do get it back into their possession. FaZe Clan with good positioning to make this push. They also get 2 picks immediately, so I expect the collapse to come through. Cycle and Suppress, last 2 members of Shopify alive. Suppress unable to get the trade as he goes down. Cycle does find his trade, but it's going to be too little too late. FaZe will take the lead back and look to stay in control as they get the first spawn kill as well. They're in perfect positions. This AB hold a very potent control point as Snakebite's just looking to output damage across the map with the BR.
Just as Rebellion look like they're about to steal the lead, FaZe Clan might just steal the hearts and souls of Shopify Rebellion here in this one as Snakebite, deadliest catch potential with that grapple grab with the shock rifle, takes down Cycle. And again, look at, I know Snakebite doesn't hold on to the Oddball right there. I know Snakebite is the quote-unquote OBJ player for FaZe Clan, but again, the objective efficiency, just the focus and aggressiveness around it has been much different today than it is when FaZe Clan are usually losing their matches. So again, we're seeing a different FaZe Clan show up here on Championship Sunday, just days away from the $1 million Halo World Championship. Love to see it.
You can tell they had a conversation after yesterday about just not playing for the win in every case, that maybe they've built some bad habits, playing a little bit too much matchmaking, just running around going for kills all day, but now suddenly shifting their focus to be hyper intent on just winning the game. They are doing just that and look to close out a series in 3-0 fashion here against Shopify Rebellion.
Yeah, the FaZe that loses games has a Renegade who's 20-9 right now instead of 12-9, but he's got 12 seconds of oddball time instead of 43. That's the difference, man. That's the storyline that's developing here for this FaZe Clan roster as they look to win back-to-back Halo World Championships. They've struggled at points throughout this season. They've underperformed top 6 finishes throughout this season, but they are back on their steez and back on top with a 1-0 round win. Looking to shut the door in game 3. 2-2 tie here, 35 seconds left, and both teams at 75%, but it's Sentinels with the edge. Now SSG with it instead. Back and forth we go. And 3 go down for SSG. This could win the series for Sen.
They're gonna knock them out. They've done it. There's no one in position to stop it.
Sentinels, do it! After all the questions around, will they ice up? Are they Choke City or Sen City? For now, they're Sen City as they eliminate SSG just days away from the Halo World Championship. We did not expect this.
Wow. Congrats to, Pure with the 3-0 yesterday and Sen with the 3-0 on SSG today. I gotta say, it felt like something was a little bit off with SSG. I don't know if Eco was like playing in bad internet connection conditions or exactly what's going on, but don't want to take it away from Sentinels. These guys played fantastic. And speaking of playing fantastic, Renegade with a disgusting double. This man just turned up the speed a notch.
Enemy has the ball.
Man, teams have come to play. The moment is here. And it may not just be over. There's still 5 seconds left on the clock. It would be. It would.
Oh, wait a second. I thought we were already in overtime. My bad.
I thought we were too. So, our bad. I'll take the ownership on that. That's my bad, Eli. I called it. So, my fault, guys. Sen City do clutch up, though, eventually. It's Sen City, not Choke City, as Sentinels finally do, in fact, take the series and send SSG home. What is that, top 6?
I don't even know. I haven't been keeping an eye on the bracket, but it's got to be, yeah, it's either top 6 or top 4, I would guess. They're one of their lowest placings yet. I think they did get top 6 in London, but obviously this is an online event, a little bit different. Expect them to come correct, but yeah, that would have been kind of funny if they came back and lost, right?
Well, we got you guys updated on the Sen SSG series. We saw the screen fade after a round 1 win for FaZe Clan. When we get back to the game, it's already 65 and rolling to 0. The objective efficiency we've seen today from FaZe Clan is something that we didn't even see at London, where, by the way, they won that LAN tournament. So this is a FaZe Clan that looks primed to defend the throne.
Enemy has the ball.
They're looking insane right now. And does Shopify have a mental block against winners finals, or does FaZe Clan know how to secure a winners finals? It just feels like Shopify don't have the answer. They have the answer during the whole winners bracket until they get to the winners finals. As we see more of that observer bug there, but man, it's been shock rifle control. Renegade and Frosty just putting on an absolute clinic, and all the while they've been so efficient with ball time at the same time.
Like a Rucker Park skunk. This is looking like a 100-0 series sweep for FaZe Clan, and it is FaZe Clan in round 2. Don't even let Shopify Rebellion get on the board. FaZe Clan look dominant heading into the grand finals, where they look to again repeat what they did last year. For all the talk, it's just an online. It was